Hey, what's up, guys? Mikas here for remakesdancemusic.com. Today we're going to talk about templates. I'm very passionate about templates. It's been 7 years now that remakesdancemusic.com sell templates online, and I think a lot of people maybe underestimate template. They don't see the value, or some see maybe it is cheating. So I want to make things clear for people who doesn't know so much about template, so they can understand what is the vision that I have behind the templates that we sell on We Make Dance Music. We now have over 4,000 templates, which is an immense amount for different styles, and that also includes a lot of remakes of pop track that are very interesting to learn how to produce those pop track. Maybe just the arrangement, maybe like the segment, the vocals. So those remakes are literally the whole track remade channel by channel, with even vocal re-recorded by professional singer to make this whole ensemble of a recording session that you can actually use, and learn from. So I'm going to start at the base. I'm going to talk about templates. Templates are literally complete music projects that have been packaged that you can purchase. Well, you actually get a license for it to be able to use it, and open on your computer to get to learn so much about how a track is composed, because of course you hear some things, but really to see what is really making the track, like the whole song track by track, element by element, all laid out, every drum singled out, everything is super valuable. I mean, this is uncomparable value. You might learn some tricks. You might hear that the bass line that you thought had one element actually have 4, 5, 6, maybe 8 elements. It's not, the ear cannot always discern everything in a mastered version, but in a template there's so much more. If you talk about electronic music, one of the main the main part of electronic music, or the most important part, is to make that type of sound, and that doesn't come only through composition. That really come through composition, sound design, plus engineering. It's some tricks that are put together with some good sound design, with some patches, with some side chain, with some echo, some reverb, some sands. There's many things that make like the sound that you're gonna hear in your favorite track. And of course, with a template you get like an inside look to all of those parameters, which is super valuable, because you can take this, put in your own inspiration into it, and build something amazing out of it, like with the sound you love. So this is why we say on the site, find the sounds you love, because if you find something that you really love, then it inspires you. It can uplift your production much more than if somebody is there telling you, if you want to produce this song, you have to do this, that, you have to push this, you have to do that. We find this is just not the way. Okay, it might not be for everybody. Some people don't believe in those concepts. For those people, great. You can go to school, spend 25 grand, and come back and not really be a better producer, but have some technical skills, which is not really the point. The point is to be in the studio, to get your hands onto some material, and to practice. So I'm gonna continue on templates a little bit. I won't make this video too long, but basically templates. So you make it, now you can produce a whole track in a computer. Any computer, it could be a notebook, could be anything. I know David Guetta notoriously produced tracks on planes, Avicii, everybody is doing track on their notebook. You have to have it when the inspiration there. So those projects can easily be packaged. So you take the project, you include all of the parts used for it. It could be MIDI, it could be sample, could be effects, there's many things that go into music production. Package, zipped, and upload to the cloud. On the other hand, you have the user, who's there, is like, man, I love that track, I want to hear it, I want to see what's there. You just take it. So anything is packageable. It could be an ultra complex session. We have sessions from professional music producers called a whole movie, like literally it's an hour and 10 or an hour 20 minutes long, and you have the whole score. So you have the whole MIDI, you have tempo change. There's so much to it. It is incredible, and it's for sale for $60. So you can imagine somebody that wants to score a movie eventually, who's really passionate about this type of music, will pick this up, and wow, what a gem. And what you get for $60 is unvaluable. It's worth hundreds, if not thousands of hours of work. So I cannot even express like the amount of knowledge and tricks that you can get from a template. So now with 4,000 templates on the site here, yes, mainly electronic music for now. We're getting more into pop and rock. We're getting much more mainstream. You can really learn massive amount. And if you want to do covers, we have like those amazing remakes. there's all of this pool of amazing inspiration that we have that is available for everybody to learn from, you know. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna explore a template that I made myself. It's my last track. It's called Mediterranean, vocal deep track. You know, I'm gonna open it for you guys to tell you a little bit of the tricks or what you actually get when you download this product. And I'm gonna pick a remake, and I'm gonna get you to listen to remake. I will take for this purpose Rag and Bone Man and Calvin Harris Giant. It's a really good track, and I think the vocals are really well recorded in this one. Fits super well. It's so close to the original, it's ridiculous. So you can really get an insight on what templates are. So let's dive. Alright, so we have the template here. I converted some of the element to be user-friendly, so I use basically Silent One, which is a very popular synth that most people have, I believe, at least. A lot of my template doesn't use samples. Sorry, not samples, synthesizers, you know, external synthesizer. For this, I feel that I needed it, so that's cool. So basically, this is a template. This is a project file. We call it template, you can call it projects, but I mean, it's a complete track that is there composed in the DAW with all the arrangement, all the sets, all the effects, you know. This particular case, you can see on some channel, there's a lot of EQ, which is very important because when you compose music, okay, there's a few parts to it. So there's composition, there's going to be sound design, there's going to be arrangement, and then there's going to be mastering. So we covered 3 of the most important parts of music production in a template. I mean, this is immense, you know. And the mastering part, we also have amazing mastering templates if you want to have a look at them, because it's very easy actually to create a mastering template that you can use on most of your track. You can adapt a little bit, but to have that characteristic sound. So there you go. So this template here, I'm gonna have a look at the sense. So it's a full track. It uses here, if you want to learn Logic, it uses Drum Machine Designer, which is this little plugin here, which is actually a bunch of it's Ultra Beat, but it's been routed and it's been nicely covered, and there's some individual channels. You can see here the individual channels for all of the instruments, you know, so it's cool. You can change all the sounds. And yeah, let's just have a listen to this track after the break here. I think right here. So you can hear, and I'm going to continue talking a little bit about it on top. Sorry for the talking, guys, but you know, I want to tell you what's happening a little bit. I'm going to remove the mixer here. So you have the main kick here, which is actually quite processed. You have some overdrive, you have an enveloper, and then you also have an EQ on it, you know. So can you imagine that all of this, you know, every channel has something that's been processed to it that you can learn. It's not only one thing, it's everything. I'm sorry, it seems the audio is a little bit crispy here. I think I'm probably blowing up my CPU because I'm actually recording the screenshots too, so I'm gonna keep on talking and not play too much music. So like I said, every part. So I'm gonna solo here just to give you an idea. So you have the hats, and you can learn, you can check. There's a delay, so this is a stereo delay, which means that they're not exactly hitting at the same time. So there's a bit of a delay, spatial delay on both sides, so your ears get to perceive different thing. Very useful to know that. There's a reverse noise here, that's audio. So this is space hats. Let's see what they have. See, again, some hats with some delay with a compressor on top, and the compressor, I believe, gets sidechain on it. So this is super complex. I mean, this is not like something that if you want to learn this with a template, you can take your time. You know, if you want to learn it in school, good luck with that. So you have this pad here, which is obviously loaded with automation. If you want to learn to write automation, you want to learn a little bit the frequency, this is going to Silent One. So Silent One is automated here. I mean, this is just a few part of a template. You can dig deeper and deeper, you know, there's tons, you know. For me, when I compose that, I just put all of my knowledge that I have, all those little tricks, all those little things that I learned through 20 years of producing music are going in there. So when you download it, this is what you get. I mean, this is phenomenal. This is This is mental for 25 bucks. This is a bit cheap. I think it has to be affordable because we want everybody around the world to be able to get those, you know, into their computer to learn. So I'm not gonna take much more of your time. I'm just gonna show the main out, because the main out has a little surprise, of course, here. So you have the stereo out. So the stereo output is where all of your summing is processed. So this is the main output. On this case, because I'm putting the template on the side and I want it to be loud and competitive so you can hear it, because if it's too flat, you know, people are used to listen to maximize and hyper process music. So I cannot put a template without any mastering chain, because you gonna be like, can't hear anything, you know, because everything's so much forward in your face in all popular music. So I did this little mastering chain here. First part is a limiter. I guess my computer really doesn't like this. I got a limiter, the first limiter here, which is hitting a little bit because I believe I always leave some room into my mix. And then you have a multipressor right here. Then you have a compressor here. And then you have a final limiter here. And then, of course, you have the analyzer to look. This track, not especially loud. I got about -10 LUFS, you know, this is not super loud, but it has competitive loudness, so your ears will hear what is into the track. If I would have left it flat, well, you wouldn't have heard that much. So now let's dive into another tracks. Let's check out Remake. All right, guys, we now have Remake open. So this is Giant, Calvin Harris, and Rag and Bone Man. This is a complete remake. You can see here there's 64 tracks in it. What is happening in those remake is they re-record the vocal, they redo the instrument, they redo the drums one by one, and bounce the audio, you know, so everybody can have access to it. Some people like it, some people don't. Most of the presets used into those are from Omnisphere or Contact Banks and stuff like that if they are instruments, so it's not possible for us to resell it, but you actually have the audio, which is super easy to resample if you want it to ESX24 or into Ableton. If you check out our Ableton remakes, those are made strictly with Ableton plugins, and we actually resample the sounds. They're super clean, super neat, super well done, so I highly recommend those if you're into Ableton, not Logic. So let's have a bit of a listen, and I showcase a little bit of what is in a remake. So like I said, you have the vocal. They've been re-recorded by a pro. No, not this is Rag and Bone Man, okay, let's be honest, but still it's a super good reference, you know, can hear it there. So you can see all of the elements one by one again. You have the rides, you have like that nice sub bass here, which is in this case ESX24, so it's just a normal bass. Some piano. I mean, this is a huge session. Just look at this. This is crazy what you get in there. You want to remix it, you want to remake it, you want to make your own version, you want your friends to sing in it, you want to... I mean, this is... Sorry, I had to let the main verse come in. And like I said, to be able to recreate this track, you know, see you have some horn section that are coming from Contact, and you know, this is such a great tool to do remix. You have all the horns separated in audio, you can process them, chop them, make some dubstep with it, like as far as I know, you know, this is all there. This mix is fairly simple, you know, it's not like a big mix with many routing channels. It's been simplified to make your life easy. The remakes are much more about having that sound, you know, that track, you know, and you can take it and chop it and divide it and use the vocals or not, or record, you know, there's so many options you can do with something like that. This is incredible. But look at this section, I mean, this is huge. And of course, all of those parts that you have here that have been converted to audio. Also, we have the MIDI, so the MIDI is in there, so boom, you have the tool. You can put your own sounds in there, do a remix, you have all the elements separated. I mean, this is again a huge amount of knowledge. It's a huge amount of samples, data that you can use to make your own music. I mean, this is amazing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Check out remakesdancemusic.com. We have over 4,000 templates now from 388 producers from all around the world. If you produce music, join us, upload your stuff, upload your sample pack. We also do instrumental covers now, which are really cool for karaoke or do your own remix. Check it out. So until the next time, may the sounds be with you guys.